All right, welcome grade 8 class. My name is Mr. Ducharme.
My name is Miss Cedar.
And today we're going to be fulfilling outcome PE 8.4 in the SAS curriculum guide by teaching you how to dribble a basketball.
So this is for our grade 8 class, and what we're going to start out with is just teaching some basic mechanics of dribbling, and then we're going to throw in a locomotion component to it so you get used to moving, and then we're going to move into a small game. So let's get started. So what we're going to do is we're going to get in a ready position. So feet shoulder length apart, knees bent, and your dominant or dribbling hand that you're going to start out with, your dominant leg should be slightly ahead of it. And what you're going to do is you want to have the ball secure. You want to have control the whole time. And one main thing is we want to dribble with our fingertips. So not our palm. We want to have our fingertips there. Jesse's going to show. You want to have a little bit of a gap there. This just gives you more control with the ball. And also, you want to keep your back flat. You want to keep your eyes up so you're aware of your space. And you want your knees bent. And then we're going to be dribbling from our hip length. So no higher, no lower yet. So let's go ahead. You want to show them from the side?
Sure.
So one way to ensure that athletes and students are keeping their eyes up is to do a little drill with them. You get into partners, and one partner, while they're dribbling, the other one holds up fingers, and you just tell them how many you're holding up. So we can practice that. Jesse will dribble, and I'll hold up fingers.
1, 2, 4.
Perfect. So that's just a great way to show students that they need to keep their eyes up while they're doing this drill. And then once we get comfortable with your right hand or your dominant hand, you can switch over to your left hand and do the same thing. So at hip length, fingertips, knees bent, dominant leg forward, and just eyes up. So we can go ahead and try that. Perfect. And so once you guys get more comfortable dribbling at that length, you can go lower and just practice that ball control. But for now, we're going to move into our next drill, crossovers.
All right, you didn't mention, but when you're going lower, you want to go about knee high. Okay, crossovers. So crossovers are where you have the ball and you're dribbling, and you want to beat a defender going one way. And the way that a crossover is performed is you're in your ready position. Your dominant foot forward, you're low, and you're dribbling. And when you're dribbling hip height. And when you cross over, you want the ball to hit in the middle between your feet, and you want to hit the center and then go over to your other side. And while you're throwing the ball into the center, you want your eyes to be up, your back flat, and you want to transfer your weight from your dominant side over to your other side. So show them what that looks like. So you see how her body switches to the other side? That's the weight transfer. You want to show them from the side? Nice. And again, another way to facilitate eyes staying forward is by doing that same drill by holding up fingers. We don't have to do that for this one. Once you're comfortable at hip height, you can go lower. So knee height, you can go wider. So when you're up here, you can go, I'm not very good, but you can go like way higher, eyes forward, right? That'll just facilitate ball control. And now we're going to do between the legs. Another move that is used to beat defenders off the dribble is a between the legs. We're going to start with your non-dominant foot forward and your dominant foot behind you. You're going to be dominant hand dribbling up to your hip height. And to get it between the legs, you just throw it. You want it to hit right in the center between your legs. And you want it to come up, and you want your other hand to catch it at hip height. So, are you ready? You gonna be able to do it? There you go. And it's another weight transfer. So you're like this. You're on your dominant side. You transfer your weight to your other side. All right.
So you want to go back forward, essentially.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, typically, when this move is used, the defender, you're coming up, you're moving forward, and then you're transferring your weight to your other side to beat the defender going the other way. And that's what that move's used for.
So that movement is also a little more advanced, so
Yeah.
don't worry if you don't get it right away. It takes people years of practice. So don't worry about that. Just like practice on your own time with that. So
Now,
now
for advanced, there's an adaptation that I didn't mention. For advanced people with ball control, you can go lower at knee height, and you can also go really high up, like wider up here and catch it, kind of thing, to kind of get the advanced learners engaged.
So now we're gonna move into adding locomotion. So this will be good for like our game component that we're gonna do after. So when you're moving, you just want to remember to have your eyes up, be aware of your surroundings, be mindful of others' bodies. And so when you're dribbling, you want to be low, but you can be a little higher while you're moving, not as low as you would just like dribbling in place. And you just want to be aware of like your defenders right now. So, you know, maybe like be ready, keep this arm up and aware.
You want to block the defenders away.
So we can give that a try.
Yeah. You want me to try?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So hip height, you want to be low, moving forward. You can also do it with your non-dominant hand. Eyes up. There you go. So that's how to dribble basketball. We're going to get into our game component now, which is a game of keep away. So we're going to go head to head, and I got to keep the ball away from her, she's got to keep the ball away from me.
And whoever knocks the ball away first of their component wins. So usually we do this in a bigger group, but obviously we only have the two of us. Still just be mindful of whoever your group is, be mindful of their bodies, you don't want to be touching anywhere you shouldn't be. Just have fun with this and make sure you're keeping up with those mechanics. So let's give it a try.